And welcome to Monday Motivation, where we power up your energy. And how do we do that? We look at our energy drains and turn them into energy gains. So today I thought we would take a little series into Monday Magic. What is magic? It's a supernatural force. And what is force? Force is energy. So, have you ever had that time when you've read a story about like a miracle, magical, spontaneous combustion healing where somebody's cancer is just gone? These are all facts. These are within our realm of happening in this world today. So I want to invite you to think about where you can create your magic in your life. Yesterday was a new moon energy in Aries. I'm an Aries Pisces cusp. I'm like a ram with two fish that don't know where they're going. But I also say I'm an Aries that cries. It's because that's the Pisces in the Aries. The Pisces is the water sign, hence the tears. And the ram is that force, that passion, that desire, that ability to lead, that ability to when you're a leader, you can actually, people get you and they want to follow you, right? So find that leadership in yourself, that you want to follow you, or maybe there's even other people that want to follow you. Is there something that you've always wanted to create? Is there something that you're like, if it just wasn't for this environment that we're living in right now, I could be and do and have so much more? We still can. That's so much of the work that I do. And in my Bliss Me integrative holistic health company, where, as a practitioner, a certified holistic practitioner, I work with the energy centers of the body, the biofield, all that stuff that is like static cling, depending on the vibration that you are vibrating at. A lot of people think that it sounds like magic or it sounds like woo-woo. It's science. A biofield is a science. It can be measured. You can take pictures of it. You can see energy movements with EEGs and ECGs in the body. And hands-on healing has been around for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. It was well before time of allopathic. And same with plant essences. We're well before the time of allopathic. Actually, pharmaceuticals are taken off the basis of plant essences and their healing properties and turned into a synthetic form. And then the difficulty lies is in that synthetic reproduction. How do we possibly synthesize something that is its own energy frequency, its own flavor that shifts and adjusts to its environment? I don't believe that the synthesized products adjust to the environment, and that's where the difficulty is. And the doctors aren't synthesizing their drugs and layering them upon each other, and it creates more of a bit of a chaos potentially, or more contraindications within the body. Now, I'm not a scientist, so that's my own observation. And so what I wanted to bring it here to was that when we bring all our energy centers on board, when we bring all our energy centers on board, and when we've got many, and we've got like 72,000 nadis, but all of it is governed through these 7 major energy centers. And all of these 7 major energy centers have a relationship to our organs. So when we bring ourselves back in and we work with these individual energy centers, we remove blocks, we actually get them to be active again. Sometimes they can have a sense of being dormant, where the vortexes where the nerves are crossing create like this little spiral, like almost like the water going down the drain is like the similar vortices on the front and the back. And this fuels our body. And this is what I work with. I also work with the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, unfortunately, has a default often to a negative thought 70% of the time. So that means 70% of the time we're potentially living in fight, flight, or freeze, or collapse, or fawn, where fawn is described as, always people pleasing, that the people in your environment where you're more focused on other people and their concerns than you are with yourself. That has a lot to do with us in society, especially at this time, worrying about how our parents are doing, how our children are doing, how our relatives are doing. I've been wondering and hoping that our neighbors are okay. And taking a look at all that and bringing it back into you. I tell you, when we bring that energy back, I believe that when we're in a position where we are in detrimental health and we're just not ready to go home yet, or we just have so many other people we want to live for, we draw in all those forces of our energy. And I believe that that is part and parcel, if not all, of what comprises of that spontaneous healing, where it's like, I don't know what just happened, but your cancer is all gone. That's just incredible. Isn't that incredible? How powerful we can be, how magical we can be, that supernatural force, that incredible thing that happened. We just toss it up to magic. Now, I love the word because people are kind of apprehensive about the word. And I want to step in and I want to bring it back into our vocabulary. What are you doing today? I'm creating magic. What does that mean? Well, I have my own recipe. I have my own recipe for magic. And what's your recipe? Pulling back in your energy to your energy centers and coming in and taking some time to learn more, educate yourself about the energy centers. Go through some of the work that I've done on Facebook, book in for a treatment, experience what it's like to actually have balanced energy centers where they're all activated, and taking that time and stepping into that inner intelligence and learning to listen to the inner body and having this be the best book you've ever read. This is the best cell phone you can ever swipe, where you can just keep on looking at information and layers and layers and layers and get intoxicated by just checking in with your own body and working with limiting beliefs, going, that doesn't feel right. I feel odd by saying, when I had cancer, I was like, they're like, well, let's do some subconscious beliefs. One of my facilitator buddies, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. She says, okay, let's test if you even want to live. So we muscle tested. And what it is when you take a belief like I want to live, and you test it on your muscular body. You can do it with your hands, your feet, your arms, whatever that is, to a belief that you have. And you can't even for nothing can you hold your arm up. For nothing. You can try to fight it and fight it and fight it, and your arm is still going to go down. That's how weak that your body becomes to a statement and a belief. It's wild. It's so wild. And just by whole braining yourself to that belief, what does that mean? The left and right hemispheres, bringing them on board to that belief allows you to create strength to it. So then you can actually live it. You can believe it because your body doesn't go into weakness. And even with certain blockages and getting the chakra points active, where they're spinning and they're creating energy and getting them all on board to the same level of momentum, so to speak, allows you to onboard to momentum. And this is where we help ourselves in the monthly membership, working with these beliefs and going, wow, is that true for me? And we step into changing rewiring, creating new thought patterns of what your truth is in certain incidences and situations that are coming up that are causing you a little suffering. We love suffering. We are suffering addicts. Addiction is so prevalent in our world, but not just in drug and alcohol. People default to thinking drug and alcohol are addictions. We're addicted to suffering. We're addicted to chaos. We're addicted to judgment. We're addicted to self-negative thoughts. We're addicted to negative thoughts in general. If 70% of our thoughts are negative, we're addicted to negative thoughts. So what are you going to do about it? I love working with people that actually have an idea, a mission, something that they want to accomplish. Living a purposeful life in an unpurposeful world is can be difficult. But we still can. You still can. So I invite you to book in with me, one-to-one or distant. All of it can be done, most of it can be done over Zoom. And also the Bliss Be Me method. It's a package. It's one of my signature programs, which allows you to book in for 18 hours and allows you to book in for telephone follow-ups after your treatments and in relationship to emails. Usually I just follow up by email, but this one you get telephone follow-ups, and we get monthly check-ins once each month. We check in with each other and take a look at what we need to work with at that time. It could be just solving brainstorming. It could be doing a group healing, whatever shows up for the people that are there at that time, and coming together in the Facebook group and finding yourself some support, or just having a place where you can write privately that you know that somebody's going to be looking and reading. And we all have an energy, a good energy coming out to each other. So I want to just take the last minute here to allow you to feel your feet on the floor, to allow you to, or not allow you to, bring you into the present moment of feeling your feet on the floor. Checking into your heart, sending that beautiful voltage line of your energy centers, which is through your perineum, up through your spine, through the top of your head. Think of it as your radio tower. That's your cell phone tower, your own personal cell phone tower. And turn it on as we take that line right up through to divine consciousness, source energy. You know, to work with me, there's two things that you have to believe or be on at least curious, is that we are an energy body and that there is another intelligence. There is other resources for us, whether it be higher self, divine self, creator, source, God, guru, whatever that word is, the place of many names for you. If you don't, and I believe that you are here because you do. And if you aren't here, then perhaps it's because you don't, or you just haven't found me yet. Anyway, so allow yourself to feel that line down from the center core of the earth, that crystalline core of the earth. Kind of looks like this wonderful book that I study. Kind of looks like this one, this book, Human Becoming by Dr. Ruth Lamb, one of my wonderful professors. Down to that central core of the earth and up through to the place of many names. You name it. You're the boss. This is your magic. This is your cell phone tower. This is you calling in the higher self of you. That's how we get there. Let's do this. Draw it in. Close your eyes. Come into your heart. What is it? What is it that you know that you are here to do? Or that you want to do? What is your longing? What is your desire? What does your mission-driven life look like? This is the new moon. This is the new moon in Aries. This is the passion, the desire. This is the manifestation. This is the action. This is the first sign of the zodiac. This is where it all begins. Allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to book in with me and dream that biggest dream and call on those manifestation channels. When you open up this energy, you bring it in. Your voltage is beyond measure. Call in that safety and that security. Call in your inner child. Call in the love for both you and the world. Allow it to expand. See that light, that spark in your heart. See it and know it to be true as you draw that light up and out. Inhale that flame larger. Exhale that flame to all your cells. Curl your lips up a little bit. Put a smile on your face. Breathe it up through the throat, through the gateway, up into your face and your head and your skull. Allow it to illuminate this area of your body. At the same time, feeling your feet on the floor as you now take that illumination and allow it to spread throughout your entire body, from the tips of your head to the top of your head to the tips of your toe. And if you have the space with you right now, put your arms out and feel your fingertips and allow that luminous body of yours to go all the way out to your fingertips. I often call this as your wings. When we work together, I fortify the wings as well as the biofield, all the layers of the biofield. Each layer is like a spectrum of the rainbow. Now bring your hands up over your head if that works for you right here. And now just bring them right down into the namaste and bring them to your heart. Or put both your hands on your heart. Take this moment with you. I want you to live your dreams. I want to work with you in your world so that you can live your dreams. Yeah. So there's 2 locations in Port Moody and Coquitlam in the Vancouver metro area that I work from: MaxFit Movement Institute and blissbee.me studio. MaxFit Movement Institute is on 2703 Clark Street, Port Moody, and blissbee.me studio is on Honeysuckle Lane, Eagle Mountain, Coquitlam. I also do distant work, so please get in touch with me, info@blissbee.me, M-E, or call me. Call me direct message. I love you. I wish you a magical day. Step into this new moon, step into you, and step into the creative person, the creative body that you are. Join me as we live to live our best life on purpose every day, in every way.